Hi, it's Paul Slackis from Good News Planet here at the Oyster Bar with Tom Whitman. Hi, Tom. How are you?
Very good. How you doing?
All right, good. Tom's a real pro and grew up at Hawaii, came to LA, and has something called Flip, I think, and a lot of other endeavors. The man has done a trillion billion events and is renowned and well known and in the circles of the performance outreach of the LGBT community and others, and good philanthropy work, and congratulations on all the good things you're doing. So welcome, Tom. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
All right. Well, this is exciting. I'm so happy to see the nice things that you do. So tell us a little background on yourself and what you're up to now.
Yeah, so I grew up traveling the world. My dad was in the Air Force, so spent a lot of time overseas. I moved to LA when I was in college for UCLA, and I've been in LA and New York since then. And I've been working first in television and then in the LGBT space around event production and now marketing and advertising. And I think Flip is the name of the agency that I run right now, and it's really focused on getting brands to connect to the LGBT market in an authentic and meaningful way. I think we're really in the middle of the fastest cultural shift of our time. The LGBT movement and civil rights movement. If you'd asked me 10 years ago if I thought that it would be moving this quickly, now I would have said no way. But it's exciting that it is, and so my part in it currently is in really getting the corporate culture and brands to reach out to us as LGBT people in a real way, in a meaningful way.
Our audience knows I've been involved with multicultural and niche marketing for a long time, and I always felt that the importance of that was that it's just like any other organization, whether it's LGBT or whether it's Asian or Irish or whatever it might be. It's a community that stays close to their roots, reads magazines that are culturally sensitive to the community. So in essence, it's not, I call it not segregation. It's just a way to go marketing to a community and showing your support in that outreach. Do you see it in a similar way?
Partially. I think, it's not just about marketing to us, but it's about including us in your communications and marketing throughout. So an image of an LGBT family should be included when you have images of other families in a car ad or in a telephone ad. It's really about inclusion. It's about talking to us and including us in your images of everyday life.
Yeah. Okay. We're on the same page. Of course, it's difficult. With so many different group organizations that you can speak to as you do an outreach. The good part with your GLBT community is you're working together. Actually, I was involved many years ago getting the first gay show on television, Stone. Thank you, sir. And so we put it on WNYC, and I sort of was involved with the production side of that many years ago, and of course that was groundbreaking. Because it, was an opportunity to see the community on TV.
Right, absolutely, and I think we're making strides in every aspect, whether it's entertainment, whether it's sports, whether it's political, art, civil rights, and I think marketing and corporate culture is just one more step in that.
So tell me about Flip. Well, it's an ad agency, or what actually are you? A media or collaborate, both things?
Yeah, it's an integrated marketing agency. So we do everything from advertising to social to digital to events. So any brand that wants to reach out to the LGBT market can do it through us.
In that, you came down from MTV and you have had such a creative background. What then would bring you into an agency kind of a lifestyle?
I'm about creating content, I think, and I've done that all my whole life, whether it was television, whether it was events, and this is just the next step, I think, in my career path. I think it's I wanted to combine my love of creating content with my passion for the LGBT community.
And so give us some good thoughts here. You know, a lot of organizations have pulled themselves together and opened themselves up to speak about their own, I guess, let's say, sexual preference. Do you think that it's growing more and more in America? Let's use America, and if you have a perspective, worldwide.
Yeah, I mean, I would say nationally, it's changing faster than anyone would have recognized. If you look at millennial Americans, 82% believe in marriage equality for LGBT people, and 15 years ago it would have been 30% or 40%. So it's really, it's changing quickly, and you're going to see a lot of changes in the next decade. This will be really the decade where we say everything changed.
Well, let me ask, and to be culturally sensitive, since I've been in that marketplace, what would be culturally sensitive? So if you're a car company, what would be a culturally sensitive ad or commercial would you think of? What are some of the things that they should think about?
Well, a couple of things. Like, as you do niche marketing, you should reach out to us in our publications, in our venues where we live, but then also include us in your general market. Like I said, when you run an ad about a minivan, include an LGBT family, because we have families as well. We have kids, we have spouses. And so it's about both communicating directly to us in a targeted way, and it's also about including us in your images nationwide.
Uh-huh. And be part of your events, because you have many. I know I've done a bunch of things with GLAD, and support those events. Get a table, be there, be part of the community.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't really market to a community and say that you're LGBT friendly or LGBT supportive unless you back it up. You have to support our nonprofits. You have to really put your money where your mouth is. You have to have employee practices that are, support us, and non-discrimination policies. So there's a lot of things that you have to do as a company, even before you try to sell us something.
From the corporate America side at this point, I know they've always had, some multicultural executive overseeing that area. Does this fall in with that? Is this part of the niche markets, or how does that? Of course, all the LGBT people have some kind of cultural aspect of unto themselves. Is it becoming more, or are any companies hiring a specific person for this job?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of times it'll fall under a diversity department, but there's absolutely, I would say at most of the Fortune 100 companies, there's multiple people focused on LGBT. And more and more companies are realizing they need to focus on that. It's just like the Hispanic market 10 or 15 years ago, when everyone went, oh, we should probably market to the Latino market. Wow, groundbreaking.
So one of the big perspectives of the community is great income, I think, has been one of the draws to marketers. Is that going up, or am I correct in what I'm saying?
Sure. I think when I talk about the market to a brand, I talk about three things. I talk about affluence, influence, and loyalty. Affluence, it's an $800 billion market in the U.S. We have a higher disposable income. We have a higher household income than general market. Influence, we reach beyond our markets. When you launch a brand with us, it reaches beyond that, whether it's fashion, whether it's music, whether it's technology. We're early adopters of everything in tech. And then loyalty, once you communicate to us that you're LGBT friendly and you back it up, we will buy your product, and we'll buy it even if price is a little bit more. We're more sensitive to support than we are to price in a lot of ways.
Being a minister that I am, and looking forward to my first my first wedding with a GLBT person, couple. Has marriage, because of its acceptance in so many of the states, has that helped the community?
I don't think marriage equality has helped the community. I just think it's a sign of what shifting attitudes are. It's one of those things that is front and center in our cultural conversation, and so I think it just shows how much we're changing as a society. I don't think it's causing it itself. I think it's a manifestation of our changing attitudes.
All right, a lot of good stuff. You want to add any other things that we should share with the audience about Flip? That's the name of your company, right?
Yeah. Just that I think LGBT people want to be recognized as part of our, the fabric of our country, and just like everybody else, we feel like we have a very creative, interesting, valid voice in the world. So it's great that people are seeing that now.
Beautiful. Last question then. What's good news for you?
What's good news for me?
Any aspect.
Honestly, what's good news for me is what's happening right now. It's like the fact that I think in 10 years, a 14-year-old kid will watch a Super Bowl ad and see a gay couple on it and won't think twice about it is amazing.
All right. It's all about love, right? And acceptance and love.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks so much, Tom.
Thank
Take
you.
care. What's the website of your company?
Thisisflip.com.
Got it. Thanks so much.